So, hey, here's an odd little piece I picked up on the secondary market several months ago. It's a Factor, and it's an ionic compact from Factor Equipment. Okay. I don't know who the OEM is here, but I don't know if it says. I'm going to look. Does it say? It says these guys are out of Springdale, Arkansas. But it's a titanium S35BN. Doesn't say who the OEM is, but it's got instructions on how to flip a knife. How about that? That's useful. Cleaning cloth. Yeah, all right. Enough of all that tomfoolery. Let's get in here. So the knife was repped, if I remember, as like new in a box. Never carried, but I see some stuff here. That may just wipe off. Could just be packaging debris. It's got a really nice stone-washed finish on the titanium. It's super grippy. It's chalky, but it's also very grippy. I don't think the camera's going to illustrate it. It's just really grippy. Let's try that back flipper. Yeah. I mean, one look and I can see why I'm interested in this piece. Center blade, spidey flick, thumb flick. No jimping on a back flipper, but it's quite a bit higher in the center of the pivot. Good leverage, runs really well. Interesting tension titanium pocket clip. Should run really well. S35VN on the blade, and that's really the only badging on the blade. It's got the Factor logo on the pocket clip and the scale of the knife. I mean, so far, action's pretty solid. Check, no wobble there whatsoever. Looks like we're about 30% locked up. Yeah, very nice lockup. No issues with that lock whatsoever. Choke up. Yeah, if you like to choke up on a knife, this may be your ticket. Tall, flat grind, goes all the way to the top of the blade. Well, let's get in here. What are we looking at? Is that a T8? T10. Yep. Can't tell if that's captured or not. I don't know. And then T6s. Went from a T10 to a bunch of T6s, I believe. Yep. Big, long hardware, long screws. I think the pocket clip can stay. Oh yeah, it's filthy in here. Old grease. Yep. Old knife that's been greased, it's everywhere. Yuck. Sticky. Funky. The pivot is not captured. There's everything. I think I'm going to use a little bit of the magical miracle cleaner on this particular knife. I'm gonna use. Let me use my dirty towel first. Get the majority of the crud, and then I'll come back with my microfiber. Nice stonewash blade, looks good. Let's pull that pin. Yeah, whatever that was, it came right off. Yep. Yeah, this thing has been here for a long time. Ooh. It's just, I mean, it's the nature of it, man. You know, if you buy too much, then you put stuff aside with the intention of, hey, I'm going to get to that. And then you buy other newer stuff that you'd rather put your hands on than this older stuff. And eventually it's relegated to the the bottom of the pile. Okay. Yeah, I am gonna got some cleaner on that towel. I am gonna hit this stuff. Okay. And you know, part of my collecting is I like the oddball stuff. I like when I find, you know, some brand that I'm not super familiar with, and you know, I haven't talked about it in a while, but I mean, buying knives online from a collector perspective, I mean, I'm look aesthetically. Like if I look at it and it looks a certain way, you know, then I start looking at materials and price. So I mean, I'm really looking at visually. You know, is it something that I think is in my wheelhouse, something I'd be interested in? And if it is, well, then you know, then I move to the next. You know, if it's $120 knife and it's HCR, no matter how good it looks, it's like, I think I'm gonna pass. But I don't, you know, it starts visually for me. How about we put the washer where it goes? Let's start with that first. How about that? Yeah, buddy. All right, Chi. Stop pin would help. These three are all the same, so I think I'll put that first one in. And then I'm going to check action. I didn't adjust the action, and I don't think I need to. The thing ran super well. But no need to get too far out in front of myself. Oh. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, visually, the knife represented something to me. I'm not going to be able to tell you what that is. I'm just saying that, when I looked at the knife, I thought, yeah. And part of that is when I move on to the materials, full titanium, S35VN, I start to get expectations for the action, the fit and finish, ergonomics, how it's actually going to feel in hand. And if all those things kind of line up me initially looking at the piece, well, then I bring it in. Well, now that I got it here, this particular one, and I've tuned it, this one's living up to the hype. Yeah. The action, so excellent Spidey flick, wonderful ergonomics, thumb flick, super snappy, back flipper. I can fail it. Well, I hit my hand. Let me try it without hitting my hand. Yeah, I can fail it, but barely. This thing is wonderful. I want to try to, I'm going to smack that lock again. Yeah. I mean, A- on the action. Lowered here, scalloped on the frame lock. Very intuitive to just reach in and get that. It's got solid lockup, very easy to unlock. Super intuitive and easy to deploy. Very comfortable in hand. I mean, if I didn't know better, I'd say it was a Ray Laconico design, but there's no designer acknowledged on the knife. I mean, yeah, pretty cool. Ergonomics, yeah, so very comfortable in hand, not so confident, very confident. And this is definitely a confident grip, and it's going to move towards very confident. The flipper tab acts as a finger guard, can definitely lock in here. Nice platform for the thumb. No jimping, but man, am I locked in here. Yep, my pinky finger goes around the backside right here, and it just really locks this knife down. Reverse grip, very solid. Can cap that with the thumb. Yeah, wonderful, very confident grip here. And then not so much here. Just there's too much here to get in. Like I'm in there now, but now I'm short. Yeah, just not so much there. Very comfortable in hand. Let's check that pocket clip. Thick stuff. Yeah, over the fields and through the woods. Yeah, that thing runs really nice. Excellent retention. Standard size jean material. Yep, it's a little light there. Could maybe be used to tighten up a little bit, but it's a solid pocket clip. Runs really well. It does leave about a 1/2 inch of knife exposed. Yep. There's a piece of material hanging out there. These screws, wonderful to grab on to remove that knife. Yep. Safety. Tip's good, clip's good, and there's no blade contact through the scales. I can handle this knife any old way I want. I'm not going to catch that sharp part. The detent on the bottom, oop. Yeah, it's very solid. It's going to hold that blade shut when the knife's closed. And that S35 VN, big, tall, flat grind blade. I mean, we're a little bumpy. I keep getting these bumpy knives. What's going on? Let's go old school. I'm going to do one. Ooh, I can feel it. Let's go here real quick. Wow, that is a toothy edge, man. Much better. Staying high. I don't want to ghost that blade. I just want to be down on the bevel. I'm giving it a few extra passes because I could feel it, man. Much better. Let's see if that transfers to the paper. Yeah. Just a little strop work. Remove them little boogers. All right. Price and availability. What we got there? Got more black, and I think what's happening is it's picking it up from the tabletop because the surface is rough. Let's make sure that wipes off. Yeah, came right off of there. Goodness. Gotta be careful. That flat stonewashed titanium, it's rough, man, but it feels good. I like it. I mean, I'm partial to it. You could give me all my knives like that. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. How about that? How much is something like this? The Factor, what did I say? It had a name. Ionic Compact. I'm going to look it up right now. Yeah, so it's a unicorn. I can't find it anywhere. This may be the only one in the wild. Right here. You're looking at it. And it will soon be on Timber's Edge. I'm not sure where the price point will be, but yeah, it's going to go over there. But I couldn't find another one. So, and it looks like all the Factor knives that I did find are discontinued. So it may be a unicorn and even be more of a unicorn as time goes on. Yeah. So the Factor, one more time on the name, the Iconic Compact. Yep, pretty cool. Appreciate y'all watching. It is a cool piece.